7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, today we are going to continue Football Manager 26 with our save with 1860 Munich. We've got 3 games to go with 2 points clear. Can we swap the championship? We had a 15-game unbeaten run which came to an end against the second place team on the table, I can't pronounce their name. They've got 1846 beside their name. So they must think they are a bit more senior than our 1860. And they basically have made it a bit interesting with 3 games left. We're going to face Ingolstadt, who are third on the table, who also have a chance to get promoted. So these teams are working together to make sure that we are reined it. Could we lose the chance? Top 2 get promoted. So we are trying our best to make sure that we do. Hope you guys are well. Thank you for joining me on today's show. Wherever you are, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, past the 7th day already. So, Happy New Year then. Okay, so this is our save at the moment. As you can see, the table looks like this. We scored lots of goals. We've been very entertaining. So, with 2 points clear. XG is okay. We've been using some tactics. We only have 1 striker. Yeah, if he gets injured, we're screwed. So, Emre Erdogan, who I hardly ever used the entire season, suddenly started scoring goals for us, and now he's pissed off with me because he wants a new contract. I'm not giving anybody any contracts because we've only agreed to give a contract to Jakobsen, right? That's only 1 player. The entire team I've given a contract to. The rest of the players, we'll see. Because I think it's going to be more interesting when I get promoted. See, I didn't sign anyone at the start of the season, right? So I made it challenging for myself by not going out there to sign anyone. So we stuck with the same team. So come end of the season, we're going to have to do a whole search using data in the game, which is going to be quite interesting. Is it possible? How will I do it without the data? Because I'm not going to be using the data hub very much because the data hub can help to some extent. So we're going to use a bit of what we can find in the data hub. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I have my methodology. I'm going to use my methodology. I can't export the data out, which would be nice. You can, in a way, export the data using OCR. If you have ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepSeek, I think would work as well because all of them can use OCR, right? So basically, you take a screenshot. Make sure that all the numbers are white in color. You're not using any make sure that all the colors are white essentially. So you want one uniform color across for all the font, and then you print the screenshot, and then after that you tell DeepSeek or whichever AI you're using to export that file into CSV, and then after that you kind of need to set up your program to import it again, and it's a multi-step process. And I don't think I want to do. I don't want to improve Dr. Jit at the moment. I'm not looking at doing that to Dr. Jit because that's too many steps, and people are bound to make mistakes. And if they make mistakes, then after that I'll end up trying to fix those mistakes. So it's easier if there's only a 1-step process. Yeah. So this is a 2-step process, and it's fraught with potential for error, especially since when you capture an image, right, it's like the number of the data. You can't have too many fields, right? So that's the other problem. So I will find a way. I'm sure I can. Yeah, keep it simple, right? Let's not overcomplicate the game than it has to be. I mean, the whole idea is, FM26. You don't want to return to it being a spreadsheet game, do you? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally speaking, the reason why we needed a UI was because it was a spreadsheet game. So for me to go back to treating like a spreadsheet game is another problem. So I'm just gonna try and use another method. Yeah, simpler method. Things like we'll look for creators, right? So we'll create like I've already created some views, so we're gonna go back, revisit those same views because we can use the same views to look for players. So I'll come to that mountain very, very soon. Okay, I've got an idea how I'm gonna climb that mountain, and I want to make sure that I scale it without bringing too much gear with me. I want to do it without oxygen. Okay, so all these guys, you want to bring all this gear and make it easier for yourself. That's up to you. I want to do it without oxygen, and it's going to be easier that way for me because then I'd have less things to worry about. Okay, an analogy is terrible, I know. Okay, so whole team meeting. Do I ever do this? I've never done this. For as long as I played this game, the last thing I've done is a whole team meeting. I mean, you can work out. I mean, people will say this actually helps. It does. If you go in there and you tell them your favorites, you should be winning this match comfortably. The idea here is, do you want to do that? I mean, do I need this? I would probably do it only if I'm trailing a team. I'm not at the top, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna avoid all that. Okay, let's not make things interesting. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, and I had a lot of questions about how did I get my game to look green. I'm using Reshade, right? So this is just Live Gamma game with a vignette. I apply a vignette on the game. I have other shaders as well that I use for this game, but this is the one I'm most comfortable with. All right, because it's nice and soft, the colors. Yeah, they don't make me go oh my god, it's so harsh. Because the game has got terrible yellow colors. And I'm sure that SI are going to address this in the next patch. Yeah, they're bound to because it's a serious problem for quite a few players, especially the older players. I mean, this has got to appeal to some generation of players, right? Review team selection. Look at this, man. Ulm, we lost to them. Now we're playing Schweinfurt. Now, if we beat Schweinfurt, it makes it really easy because all we need then is a point, right? We'll win the title. Yeah. So looking at our lineup, our goalkeeper is out, right? He's no longer available. He's injured. So yeah, there we go. This another goalkeeper that's ineligible. This guy is ineligible. This is not looking good for us. It is not looking good for me. Okay, we gotta pick one kid. I mean, we need 3 under 23 players in the starting 11. Or rather, in the team that heads out, yeah. So I'm sure we've got 3 now, and we have a slight problem with goalkeepers. Our goalkeepers got injured. We're gonna be signing a lot of players in the transfer window. I mean, literally, I'm signing an entire new team. Yeah, I'm definitely signing an entire new team because this is our first choice goalkeeper. He can't play. I mean, the very fact that we're top of the table with him is quite remarkable. He's a decent. I mean, we've been dependent on him to score all the goals. Florian Niederlechner, he's our leading goal scorer, and he's 35 years old. He is the German version of Cristiano Ronaldo. And of course, the legendary Kevin Volland. Now, how many of you have used him in your saves, man? I remember using him many years ago. But now he's too slow. He's kind of slow. He's not going to break any defensive lines down with his pace, but he can definitely hold on to the ball and distribute it. So he's playing in a free role, which kind of suits him in a sense because he doesn't have a lot of acceleration. He definitely can twist and turn on the ball and play the pass. So that's why we left him there. This is the player that surprised me a lot, Emre Erdogan. Now, Erdogan didn't play any games at the start of the season. Now, he's come in, he's demanding to play a bit more, and he's actually certainly shown that he has a bit of going. He's got something going for him. He has scored a couple of goals. He's a left-footed player, and that is a rarity in my team. Okay, so I haven't decided who I'm keeping in the club. But there is a strong possibility he will be in that group of players that I bring up with me as well. So looking at this, Wolfram is one of my favorite players. So question is, do I want to play him? Now, if I play Wolfram, he's going to go for goal. Right, he's definitely going to cut inside and go for goal. If I play him here, he's going to essentially what he's going to do is he's going to stay very wide and he's just going to cross the ball. Now, I like Philip because Philip tends to come inside. Right? So because he's playing on the right flank with his left foot, he tends to come inside, be a nuisance in the half spaces. So he creates a lot of opportunities. One of the things that I like to do on Football Manager is play players on the flank opposite their preferred foot but also bear what they're going to do in mind, because then I can always, tweak things along the way by swapping players. All right, so here we go, man. This is it. Should we instant result this game and just be done with it? The tactical side of this game is certainly entertaining. Here we go, Schweinfurt. Lineup change. We don't know what they're playing. I want to be surprised. Today could be the day we clinch promotion and things go our way. Make sure we do our part. No. The fans expect the win. Do not let them down. That's called stress, man. That is stressful. So, this is a very defensive formation. We have a very attacking formation. So, and we defend as a 4-4. We defend like this. Yeah, it's one of the few tactics I play right now, which has got different attacking and defending setup. Most of my tactics are the same. Oh, and there we go. All right. Oh no, this is commentary mode. You can see this. This is a pitch tilt, right? So I got to take this off. I didn't realize it. And then we'll drop this. Speed is 1.5. That's fine. Yeah. Holy cow, that was fast. Wow, that was super fast, man. It's like it just came from commentary speed. Vote on the ball here. Out to Philip. Oh man, that was a terrible pass. I wonder who's going to be taking over at Manchester United. I don't think anybody wants the job. I'll be surprised if anybody agrees immediately that they want to. I mean, I'm surprised. Yeah, I guess it's a bit sad that Hugo Emery is gone. Yeah, thank you, SI. It's kind of easy to tell players apart. Huh? The green and light green and dark green. SI really don't tell you. It's like their system for this is terrible, man. Philip, oh my lordy, we walked the ball into the back of the net. We literally walked the ball into the back of the net. I mean, how destructive is Niederlechner in front, man? There we go. Vollen. That's why we have Vollen playing in the free roll. He's not fast. If free roller, sometimes you play the slowest player in your team is fine. That's the best. You struggling to play a free roll, right? You go and give it to a player who's got really good touches, can pass the ball, and he's slow. You'll be fine. As long as he can pass the ball, you are golden. So that's our free roll doing the thing. Kevin Vollen now. Hey, wait, hang on. We're supposed to play it short. Yes. Red Muller now finds Vollen. Vollen goes. He's got. Oh, what a goal. Christiansen, that was a brilliant cross to the far post. Another goal there as we double the lead. This is a great short corner routine. Yeah, short corner routines, you always want to put your best headers at far post. Always. Always. That's the way you set up a short corner routine. It's the best corner routine in the whole game. I like it because it's the one that so what you do is your creative players are second on the priority list because you have to set up the priority list of players, right? So your first on the priority list when you're taking a corner is going to be your aerial players, right? The second one is always creators. And then you'll be scoring a bucket load of goals in Football Manager with short corner routines. That's the trick. That's it. There's no real trick. I mean, it's common sense anyway. Jakobsen, what a threaded ball. But Vollen, I think he's offside, but he won't be. Now? Oh no. Oh no. That's 3. It's championship winning form, ladies and gentlemen. As the team is absolutely massacring this team. Yeah, the defenders fell asleep. I think they've got their heads down now. Yeah, they've given up. We've got our heads down. We're looking for the win. The other team has got their heads down and they're walking away. So Niederlechner with 2 goals, right? I don't understand the first goal though. Yeah, why is there no assist for the player who created it? It was Vollen doing. Whoa, talk about calmness, man. Philip comes inside on his left foot. He's got options, but he decides not to pass the ball. Christiansen to lower it. Here comes Pfeiffer. Oh, that's it. Berate time. Here I was excited to see my players playing well. Say it out, Ali, how are you? I'm doing well, man. The kids just have a dinner. I had to cook for them today, man. My son was annoyed. He doesn't like the taste of lemon. But I decided to do some broccoli, I boiled them, then I kind of roasted them, right? Then I added like some lemon on top, and he hated it, he disliked it. The younger one loved it. The older one didn't like it. So he said, I don't like this, Dad. I said, no, you got no choice. You see the food, eat it. Otherwise, you don't get any food. That's how I deal with my kids, man. Oh, would work. So they're downstairs they're having a little PvP game between the two of themselves. They're playing PvP. I don't know what game they're playing. Do you know why Amorim was sacked? Because he played with the dollar. He didn't. Amorim was sacked because essentially, I think there's this whole notion of manager and coach, right? Okay. So his job, he seems to think I came on board to be a manager. Meaning, as a manager, you also have to handle your players and you make the decisions on who to play, when to play, whether I'm going to bench this guy, whether I'm going to sign this guy. That's a manager, right? That is manager. Coach is I teach you how to play, right? Okay, I teach you how to play. A tactical side, like coach. Some great coaches are like Jabi Alonso. Jabi Alonso is a great coach, but not necessarily a great manager. Whereas Jurgen Klopp is a great manager, but not necessarily a great coach. And then Pep Guardiola is a bit of both, right? So Amorim is basically, he wants more power to manage his team. He's not been given that. So he basically alluded to that in a press conference and said that. So in a word, he was basically firing a warning shot across the bow to the board, and the board didn't like that. The board basically told him, you work with what we give you and shut up. And he can't, so he's been given, he's got issues with the board. No, he did insist that he will never play back four. He did say that, but he did change because he admitted as much. He said, look, I had no choice. But I don't have the players. I want to play a back three. I got no choice. I got to play a back four. Give or take. It shows that he has some maturity too. Give no choice. I have to play a back four. He said that. He said, I think he was short on players. And he said that if I wasn't in the same situation, I've had my players available to me, I would have played a back five. Yeah, I don't think it's got anything to do with the formation. I think it's all got to do with him and his decisions on who he wants to keep at the club. Because this is a January transfer window coming up. So they must have had discussions leading up to the January transfer window before Christmas, which pissed him off. Because clubs will be going out to make approaches to players before Christmas. Yeah. So obviously they must have said something, or he must have been really angry about something for him to come out and out the board in public, and the board didn't like it. Look, United's problem is Omar Barada. Yeah. The board want him to do something. He doesn't want to do it. He's the manager. But they just say, look, we want you to just coach we don't care. We make decisions on how you play, which players you sign, and all who you discipline. Okay? You got no power. You just go there and you teach them how to play this system. That's all. Wolves will do it. They have done it before. What? I want Wolves to escape. I like Wolves too much. Yeah, I've got a very soft spot for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yeah, very soft spot. My grandfather's team. My late grandfather's team. So I always support Wolverhampton Wanderers, no matter what. So I will say if any team goes down, it's any other team but Wolverhampton Wanderers. No other team must go down. Only the Wolves must stay. Hey, look, we don't have a DM. Trust me to bring no DMs with me. Jakobsen doesn't look he's going to finish the game. How do I know? His ratings dropped tremendously. He normally does not give me 6.5. He's always a 6.7, 6.8. Good reading out the game from Christiansen. Christiansen has been absolutely sensational. But he's too old. Wolfram, oh yeah, baby. Oh, outside the foot. So his big mistake is actually, I think it's more, I don't think it's just the back four situation. I think there's more. I think the board is interfering too much in the way he wants to manage the team. Yeah. Omar Barada is a problem for that club because Omar Barada is the one that signed him. You see our young talent, Mateus Mane. Oh, he's too good. Mateus Mane is a man for. That's why I don't see Wolves go down. Wolves have to stay. I think Wolves will do it. I mean, there's a lot of time. There's plenty of time for them to escape the drop. They're too good a team to go down. They got good players in the team. They deserve to stay up. Ladies and gentlemen, have we done enough to get promoted? We're 4 points clear. Next game is inconsequential to as far as I'm concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to get promoted. Then after that, what we will do is we save the game. This is very important. We give it a particular name. This is that, just in case I screw things up in the search for players. Drogan, shut up. I'm not interested in talking to you. Like, you want to talk. Right, 3 more months left in a contract, right? What's the worst that can happen? The guy comes in, I want to have a new contract. 3 months, with 3 months to go, if nobody has signed him, like, dude, if somebody wants you, they can have you. What's your problem? Yeah, enjoy. C'est la vie. Have a good life. Man. So what, we got how many we got Wolves. Wolves will be fine now. I don't want Wolves to go down. Sunderland also I don't have to go down actually. I got sauce for Sunderland too. Because Sunderland have got because one of the reasons why I don't want Sunderland and Wolves to go down. Because both of them are great stadiums. Their stadiums they play in. Some of the best. It beats Fulham Stadium, Craven Cottage. Okay. Stadium Alike, Craven Cottage, Fulham, go back. I don't want to see you anymore. Okay. I'd rather go to Stadium Alike. Or I go to the Molyneux. Okay. Those are stadiums. Not Craven Cottage. Too Craven to be a cottage. Bloody hell. What a name for a stadium. Craven Cottage. Cowardly Cottage. Who the hell calls their homes? Welcome to Craven Cottage. We're Craven around here. We give up and we'll roll over and we'll give you 3 points. The fuck? Have a name, Molyneux. Nobody knows what it means, but it sounds nice. Or Stadium of Light. No, you got our name. What's the name of the stadium? Craven Cottage. You do know what Craven means, right? Oh, man. I fell out of love with FM since I see how overpowered play without strikers just today. I know. Hey, look, honestly, right, I started this strikeless, right? Because I always show you guys what an overpowered system was going to look like at the start of every single edition. I did it at FM23. I played a strikeless tactic as well. And then this time around, I also played a strikeless tactic. I basically said, you guys, if you just want to wall up everybody in network games, just play strikeless and just close your eyes and you walk away. That's fun. But the reason why I do that is very simple. It's because somebody needs to do it, right? Because then you guys, there will be a lot of people that are not happy, and then they'll make a big deal of it on the forums, and things go from bad to worse. Aside from there, then they're forced into fixing a game. Hey, the only way SI is going to react to issues in the game is if you create a post on the forums, right? And then 100 of you go in there and uptick the thing, and then SI goes, okay, there's 100 people, they're not happy with this, we better deal with it. If your issue is like 1 tick, they go like, only 1% agrees. So we screw that one, because that guy actually wants the match engine to be better. This guy wants the color of the ball to be pink, and there's 1,000 people that want the ball to be pink. Let's all make it pink because 1,000 people want it. They use the uptick voting method. Okay, so don't look at me. That's what I think. That's what I suspect. So go have fun. Yeah. Old Trafford is so true. Her name nothing but old and scum stadium. Hey, Old Trafford. That's why the name is Old Trafford. That's why they never fix the toilets. They're old, right? So that's why they have to. It has to stay. The name has to stay. Old Trafford, right? So when you go there, everything is old. You have to actually bring your own water with you when you want to go and have a piss. If you want to do a number 2, then I guess you have to dig your own hole. Oh man, Nimcox, thank you for loving the streams, man. Thank you for saying that. I love you too, mate. If you come here, just tell me that only I'm happy. Yeah. I feel sorry for United fans. I really do. I mean, I don't know what they need to do to get rid of Omar Barada. The problem in United is not the players, not the manager, not the owners. It's Omar Barada. Omar Barada is the big problem. He hired rookie. I mean, can you imagine? You go for the interview. He is the one who hired Ruben Amorim. It wasn't an owner, Glasner. You think Glasner sat down with Ruben Amorim and say, what tactic are you playing? No, right? He do that way. He's all the money. He doesn't say anything. Omar Barada sitting now with Hugo Amorim. Yes, we wanted to manage Manchester United. How do you feel about the job? Yes, I think, I'm looking forward to it. But you do know I play a back five over in Sporting Lisbon for many, many years. Yes. We know. We believe in you. We believe in your tactical system. We think we've got a whole project that we want to do for the future. We got these big plans for Manchester United year 2027. We want to build a new dome and call ourselves New Trafford. Okay? But to do that, we have to get from here to there, and we think you're the man for it. Okay? So go ahead and play your back five system. Okay, thank you very much. Who the signed Hugo Amorim was Omar Barada. Okay? He's the guy. So anybody who should be shot, he should be shot. Or no, I won't say shot, I mean fired. That's the guy you should fire. I feel sorry I've been to Old Trafford once. Okay? I did. I went there for a specific reason. I'll just put it to you this way, lah. Okay, I'm not being allowed back into the stadium anymore. My name is on a list of players that people are not allowed into the stadium. I won't tell you what I did. I'm a Liverpool fan, so you probably can guess I did something. My friends told me, why do you pay money? Because I want to be the one to do it. Don't ask me. I'm not telling. Finn Fox. Unpicked. Guys, we gotta have a title to win, baby. Let's do this. Hey, Dani, you injured, calf strain through the 5 weeks, useless bum. Okay, goalkeeper, who can we bring on? Go to player selection, no? All players. There must be another goalkeeper. Thank you for putting everything in an illogical way, no? Like, what? Goalkeeper? No? Don't have. Could have ordered it, right? Okay, go to player selection. What does that mean? Okay, goalkeeper. Yeah, so? I scroll to the bottom. Why can't you just put all the goalkeepers together? There we go. The other one. Okay, I guess you got nothing better to do with life, right? Yeah, just sit down there. Don't worry. We're just trying to make numbers. Oh, shucks. Quick pick. After all the effort, right? I'm sorry. We still got to play the old man. What? It's correct, what? There's nothing wrong. You see, it gives you an error message, making you think that you screwed up, right? After you click one more time, the error message goes away. What the hell? I didn't beat a United fan. There was no violence involved. I'm not a violent person by nature. Okay, so I did not do any violence. I'm a very, very playful person by nature. That's the difference. Look, I was chased around my my high school by my disciplinary master at one point because I kind of strung somebody's underwear up the flagpole and took down the school flag. Yeah. On a day, early morning, when they went in there, it was the day when, and I made it very difficult for them to take down the flag, the flag anymore because I did something to the knot. So it's almost impossible to take it off. And it was the day when our Prime Minister was coming to the campus to give us a speech. Yep. That's me. So I'm very naughty. When I was younger, I was notorious. If you prank me, I prank you 3 times harder. That's my philosophy. So nobody dare prank me. Because the last guy who pranked me, we did a whole procession across the whole street of campus in university. And we kind of like did a procession with him across the campus in the dead of the night with a whole bunch of guys and girls. We're honoring him. You know, he was the first of my batch of friends who got a double first in physics and chemistry. So he got a double first. So it means 2 first-class honors. So we carried him and we kind of like got the girls to shave off all his pubic hair. Half his pubic hair, actually. Yeah. But we did it. It was a ceremony of joy. I'm terrible. I never took out a microphone and said, Old Trafford is ugly. No. That wasn't it. Nobody will know. I'm not telling anyone the story behind what I did. FM's TVC, how are you, baby? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope you're well. Michael Mapurang. Sir Jim is negligent because why did he listen to Barada, who never made a single footballing decision at Manchester City? Ashwood won him. Correct. The person who fucked up is Omar Barada. Nobody wants to eat. I tell you, Omar Barada has got such a big fat paycheck. Okay? All right? He's making all the fucking footballing decisions at Manchester United. No? And everybody else is listening to Omar Barada. Omar Barada is the man that should be fired, not Hugo Emery. You notice one thing, right? At this point in time, right, you cannot blame the managers anymore. No? You can't. You can't look at the club and go, it's the manager's fault, it's the player's fault. You can't. You got to look at Omar Barada and go, I think we tried the managers, it didn't work. We tried the players, it didn't work. Hey, it's got to be something else. It's got to be you, brother. Yeah, it's Omar Barada. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a good manager for United. I think Jose Mourinho was a great manager for United. The managers that were really good for United, Jose Mourinho was great. Solskjaer was good. These were the two best managers they ever had. For me, I mean, in my book, because both of them did really well. Man, what about the rest of the managers? Yeah, they work with what they could get, you know. I miss a United team. You know what I miss? The fear factor whenever United was playing. Yeah, I miss that. No? You know, every time United used to play, right? For years, right? You have to look over your shoulder when you're playing against United, right? You could be 10 points behind. United could be 10 points behind you in the league table with about maybe it's February or late January. They're 10 points behind. But then United somehow or another they claw their way back and they fight. That was United. United was like a team, right? The only time you felt safe around United playing against your team was when the whistle was blown by the referee. That's the only time you felt safe. Because at any other time, there was a chance they come back. And they struck fear in a lot of teams. But that has gone. Because now, it's no longer the manager that controls the club. It is the CEO who is making all kinds of stupid decisions. Because right now, the fear factor is gone, United. United have lost their fear factor. And the fault lies with Omar Barada. That's it. It cannot lie with the managers anymore. You can't blame the managers. Anyway, I feel really sad because I miss the United of old, where you get some phenomenal games watching United. Some of the best games in the Premier League have featured a United that refused to die. Yeah. And now we are what are we doing? Ingolstadt is third on the table. They win, right? They get back into a title hunt. That's the problem right now. And we could become we could be in trouble. We got to start paying attention to this game. I cannot afford this. See, I'm not even paying attention. I don't even know what's going on. I just know it's 2-1. That's it. What am I supposed to do? Berate my team. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. I don't know. I'm just winging it now. We'll work ball into box. We'll work the ball into the box, I think, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And then, God, I hate this UI. I really do. I wish everything would be just like a simple drop down here that I could use. Yeah. And then we got to berate our team. Come on. Let me give me the berate. Okay. All right, berate. We are at home, guys. The fact that we are down a goal at home against a team that's beaten us home and away now. Looking at our team, this guy's a muppet and a half. Okay, he wants to leave the club. He wants to get new contract. He can walk out. Okay, take you off. I think that's all we needed to do, and we win the game now. Such is my optimism. 6.21 vote is a defender. That's fine. Christiansen on a yellow card. That's not so good. Okay, and that's it. No other changes can we make. Good. You just got back to work. Oh no, you back into at work. Okay. Sorry, holidays are over for you. It's like, I can't wait. My children also, right, or dad. Then they'll look at me, Dad, we really want to stay up. I say, why? Because next week you go back to school. I was like, oh, so you're study, is it? Yeah, Dad, we're not studying now. So they're not doing any studies. They're not studying. Normally I torture them a bit. Because my older boy is hopeless at decimals. Like 0.01 times 0.01, he can't get that right. I'm like, okay, son, it's very simple. There are 4 zeros. Gotta teach him. I mean, I didn't know though, when I was a kid though. It's like one time it's 4 zeros, right? That's it. Just to multiply the two numbers. I got to teach him. I got to find easier ways to teach maths. The school somehow now they don't teach children logic. They are expected to memorize. But the thing is, you don't teach a child logic for math. They never understand math. And that was my problem when I was young. Oh my God, what a miss. That was our golden chance of the equalizer. Yeah. It was true. I mean, we have to get a better goal striker. Okay, all right. Never mind. Ingolstadt win. I'm far from pleased. It's okay. It's all right. Well, we finished second, is it? Still get promoted. But I want to finish as winners. Can you show me the table? Thank you for not showing me the table. Push back. 1860 Munich 68. 1 point clear. All right, that's it. We go back to our final game of the season. Ingolstadt have moved to the second spot. So Ulm are the ones that are not really pissed off because these guys were number 2. If we had beaten them, they would have gotten the promotion. I think all 3 are going to get promoted, right? I think the champions, promotion, and these guys will go for the playoffs. So the number 3 will go for the playoffs. So we get promoted. These 2 get promoted, and this guy goes for playoffs. All right. Last game of the season. Oh God. We are literally hey, look, we could end up in the playoffs, bro, if we lose. I don't think so, right? 65, 68, 38, no, I doubt it. Worst case scenario, we finish second. I don't mind. Take it easy. There's no point stressing out over a game. I'd rather stress out as a United fan. Youth candidate evaluation decisions. I thought I signed them already. Any others you want to sign? Wait, didn't I sign this guy? Look, it would be nice, right? If you tell me right now who I have signed. Oh my God. Under 90s, youth candidates. Yeah, I remember the old days it was just green, right? See, how do I know? I don't know, no. I remember I signed them. I mean, America is signing simple because all these will stay at the club and continue to train these until the trial contracts expire. I know we signed some of them. I just don't know who they are now. Yeah, these are the youth players coming in now. Some of them look quite exciting. Most of them are good personalities. But it's got nothing to do with me, guys. The very first season of Football Manager, okay, you get your best intake ever. The next best intake will probably come 6 seasons or 7 seasons later. But the first season, you always get a very good intake. So it's not because somebody came up with a brilliant strategy to do it, it's just the way the game is designed. Yeah. So this guy is a 20-year-old defensive midfielder player who has got low natural fitness, decent personality, good first touch. I mean, basically, it's all right. But looking at his, he's got, I mean, let him go. I can't keep everyone, right? I can't keep everyone. Let's be serious. I can't be like one of those. I want all the players, which is good. Some of children have different ways to see the logic, different things. Yeah. You gotta teach children different ways. That's the problem. That's the thing. And I gotta teach them the logic, of why it is the way it is. My youngest is okay. My youngest is like me. Yeah, in school. Takes to studies like fish to water. Treats every single test like a game. So that was me, when I was in school, right? Every exam was a game. I never took it seriously, but it was a game for me. So I had fun doing it. So he has fun doing it. So he can I can give him like exercises to do, right, for mathematics, right? And he gets the whole book done, and then he comes looking for me after that. Then I go like, Dad, I've done it. I'm more like, seriously, you finished it already? Then I look at the book. I mean, 90% of it is correct. I'm like, okay, damn, I would have get you a new book now. I would have give him, like, if he's in primary 1, I got to teach him grade 2, grade 3. I would teach him ahead of his curve. Yeah. So I got to give him other stuff to do now, like making stuff. I'm thinking of, like, next I've got to figure out a way out to teach them angles, like unilateral angles, equilateral triangles, angles, how Pythagorean theorem, and how do you teach children that, right? Basically just use a little string and do a thing and then do like a little pivot and stuff like that. I'm sure that will work. Make it easy for children. Or teach them static electricity. That was fun. Teaching my kids static electricity was one of the funnest times I had. Balloon carpet. That's all you need. That's all you need. See how the hair go up. Ow! The kids had so much fun. Yeah. I kind of enjoy it, but it's stressful. Yeah. I gotta put my head around. I gotta get my head. I'm not one of those that cares about the results. No, I don't. I just want them to have fun. Problem is, I get upset only if they don't try. That's my difference. I don't get angry with you. If you get a B or a D or an F, I don't care. As long as you try. As long as you put in an effort. If you don't put in an effort, that's when I lose it. That's when I lose it. I lose it. I lose it quite bad. When I realize that you're not putting in any effort, you don't care. And if you don't care, then I don't care. And that's the worst thing you can ever get from me. All right, guys, the last game of the season. This is it, baby. If we win this, I think I did not pick Niederlechner to start. Augen is starting. I have a bad feeling about it. Oh, Niederlechner is there. Okay, good. I don't care. Let's hand it over to the S-Man. He was supposed to be doing all this anyway. Here we go. This is the match, man. The match of all matches. We win this, we are champions. We lose this, we are still promoted, I think. Philip here. Goes in. Philip. Oh, they put it out for a touch. They put it out. They put it out. Can we find a way to get the winner? Oh yeah. Size. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Tiki-taka away into a goal. That is tiki-taka away into a goal. Yeah, I didn't dribble. FYI, I did not dribble. I passed my way into goal. Okay, anyway, I did not abuse the dribbling metric in the game. All right? I did not abuse dribbling, okay? I just abused the passing metric in the game. There's no such thing anyway, but... Oh my goodness, they're playing a diamond. Good. Come on, we have to win this, okay? Who else? Where is... Oh. Hey, why you show me other match? The match that doesn't matter. You put the dugout, the other game. Useless, right, this game. The match matters is the Ingolstadt game and the game, right? Those two. That's all. We win. We are champions 2. We are walking in, man. We're walking the ball into the back of the net. As Verl are feeling it, baby. Wolfram now beating the player, then going down to the line. And then he just laid it on a platter for Niederlechner. And they are right. It's simply breathtaking football at the moment from our team. Okay, so the most likely, I think, I would say, right, that the next patch for the Game Football Manager will come out before my birthday. It's coming out before my birthday. Maybe the chili. Chili for what? We give the players chili or give my children chili? Yeah. My youngest one loves chili. Damn it, my older one doesn't like lemon. It's the problem no for me. Lemon meringue pie. Cannot have. Oh, shit. What kind of son do I have, man? Doesn't even like lemon. Damn it. Lemon meringue pies. I want some of the best pies in the world. My son won't like it. Cannot. Maybe I should actually order lemon pie. Okay, then, I order it. Get it, bring it to the house, cut it up, because the youngest one will definitely eat it. Then I'm eating it with the youngest one. We go like, wow, this is good, baby. That's what I do to my oldest all the time. That's how we get him to try food. Liam Rosino confirmed as new child. Yeah, that was true. Yeah. He was Michael, I don't know, man. I have no idea. No. First up, Liam Rosino doesn't, I don't know. It's interesting that they went with him. They must... I don't know. Could he be a stopgap measure? I don't think they are... I don't know. I have no idea. I'm wondering if it's a stopgap measure. Because I'll be fair, I'll be honest, right? Because to manage teams like Chelsea, all these Champions League teams, you gotta have some pedigree, as a manager. You just can't be somebody who has never done it before. So for me, these are demanding ambitions that you have to fulfill for those clubs. I don't know if Liam Rosina has it. Yeah. It's just like Postecoglou, right? Postecoglou didn't have the credentials to manage Spurs. We all knew it was going to be fun for a while, and after that, he'd be gone. I predicted that when he first came. Then we also talk about that other manager that used to manage Spurs. I can't even remember his name now. Now he's currently an international manager. Also, couldn't bring the team across the finish line. Wasn't a manager per se, he was a coach. He can coach players, he can coach youngsters, he can bring them along, he can bring them on a journey, but he cannot actually manage a team at the highest level. That's always been his issue. Yeah, Strasbourg has the same ownership. They just moved it. Yeah, they just moved manager. Correct. That's it. So the thing is, this is more like a corporate decision for them. They don't treat. The problem is, I think these managers, these new owners, right? It's not these clubs like United. They don't treat the. They're playing one too many football manager games. I think somebody in that club is playing one too many football manager games. Because the way I see it, these guys must think it probably doesn't take much effort to win the title. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, no? Yeah. They probably played one too many football manager games and they think, whoa, all we need to do is sign this player, sign that player, play 4-2-3-1 and win the title. And I think also they are data-driven as well. So they look at the numbers too closely and they don't look at the nature, style of football as well. I think Chelsea are probably one of those kind of clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 minute away from being crowned champions of the league. We are champions of the league. We are the champions, my friends. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, there we go, baby. It's my first championship. I promise the fans we will rise to the occasion. Our plans are to head back into the Bundesliga and reclaim what is rightfully ours. A grand old stadium of our own. This time we will not depend on loans and favors to build our stadium. We'll build it up on the backs of our own earnings. There we go. It's the first time I see the trophy celebration on FM26. Hey, it's okay. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's basically the same thing. Okay, the trophy looks bigger. That's about it. Show me something else. Wow, that's a bad cut. Terrible cuts. Editing is terrible. Oh, we're champions. Any fireworks? Nothing. There's a blank screen. The game can't handle the pressure. They can't handle the pressure. Okay, I told you, right? I won at the bottom. Domestic league title. We're up. First thing, I haven't got many achievements of Football Manager 26. You can tell, right? How interested I am in playing this game sometimes. Yeah. Because most of the time when you guys see me streaming, you don't see any of the achievements going up because I already played so much of the game. Off camera. Right, so now we save the game as Return to Glory Season 1 End. What do you think about the club sticking to its DNA? Is this now an outdated concept in the modern game? Arteta doesn't fit Arsenal DNA, but has produced amazing results. I don't think there's such a thing as a club DNA. To be perfectly honest with you, right? I think the concept is very outdated. And I think a lot of clubs have moved past the whole club DNA concept. If you look at Liverpool as well, there's no club DNA. They don't like go out there and go like, we're gonna sign a player of this mold or they are gonna be playing this tactical system. Doesn't exist. Looking at Manchester United, what club DNA? They've been signing players left, right, and center. I mean, the only clubs I see like that have a philosophy, it will probably be more akin to the only thing that they do in common. I see is signing young players. Like Liverpool have just secured the signature of another young player, right? So they are basically plunking their club right now with a lot of wonder kids now. They got 3 now in the club. They got one defender, one striker, and I think the last one is a midfielder. So that's what I see most clubs doing as far as DNA is concerned. Other than that, no. This is an outdated concept. Doesn't really matter anymore. So Chelsea won the Conference League and Club World Cup clearly against PSG, and their position is not bad, very bad. But I think Chelsea winning the Club World Cup, right? Quite sad, right? That the club wins the Club World Cup. The manager that does it is their first outstanding trophy that they've had since the Champions League win that they had many seasons ago. I think it just shows you the fact that clubs don't really care about identity and style of play anymore. I think they're too consumed by numbers, raw numbers, data that they're using to analyze their teams and feedback back to the managers, and they are more keen on return on investment now. So they don't see it more like clubs that treat it like a project, right, are still clubs like Arsenal. Arsenal are probably the one of the very few clubs left, because one of the reasons probably is because Arsene Wenger is on the board of Arsenal as well. So, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of the board members. So there's a lot of and they'll be one of those few clubs, right, that have plotted this direction, which is a bit more. There's a bit more sanity in the way they make decisions compared to Chelsea. I think ever since Chelsea got bought up by that American, right? What's his name? I know his surname is a B or whatever. Ever since that, I knew it spelled trouble. All these American companies coming in, they're not doing the league any favors. In my opinion, they're not. They don't do it for the love of the game. They do it for the love of the dollar, the money they can make from the clubs. That's it. I think that's very, very sad now. Because now you see a lot of these clubs, what they're doing is they're expanding their networks. They're buying other clubs as well. So you see, some clubs have got 2 or 3 clubs, and they've got this huge, if you look at you give you another example, right, of an interesting club is Man City, right? They've got the largest scouting network in the world of any club. Largest scouting network. So all these clubs are treating football, because it's big money, in football right now. Billions of dollars are in football to be made. It's a literal gold mine now. So people go in, and it's printing more and more money as the years go by, because the money is now moving into the World Cup, and now we got Club World Cup, and we got the Champions League, which is the reason why competitions like AFCON get treated like dirt. Yeah. All these regional competitions like Copa, the Libertadores, AFCON, they don't get treated with the same respect anymore. Why? Because the money isn't there. The money is in Champions League. The money is in the World Cup. So as far as they're concerned, players have to play for the Champions League clubs, and, it's monopoly football. Exactly, just monopoly football. I think it's all very, very sad. If Harry Potter becomes the new United manager, I'm laughing my head off, I tell you. Harry Potter is... Look, this is the reason why. I think right now, gone are the days when clubs would sign managers because they fit the identity of football that they were playing. The last manager that was like that was Jurgen Klopp. That was it, no. I thought Maresca maybe got a chance. But I don't see any... I think a lot of these managers now are looking at only a few elite clubs they want to manage now. Because if you're talking about managers, right, Real Madrid is not a coach's team, it's a manager's team. Because when you go to Real Madrid, you don't go there to coach the players, because the players are so good, they don't need to be coached anymore. They're not here to sit down. They're not there for you to go and teach them about tactics. No, they can teach the manager's tactics. Okay? They're there, you're there to manage the egos. That's Real Madrid. Okay, Barcelona is still a coaching club. Liverpool is still a coaching club. So these Chelsea is still a club for coaching because you got to teach these players something. Right? So when you bring managers in, you got to look at whether he's a manager or a coach and which club they're going to. And there are not many left now, which I can safely say are clubs that you go in there to manage. There's only one real club that you can manage, and that's Real Madrid. That's it. All the others are coaches. You got to coach them because they don't have that identity. They don't have the players there to go and play at that level. So they every time a manager goes there, he's got to do two things. He's got to coach them into a style of football that he wants them to play, teach them how he wants them to play, teach the young how he wants them to play, and then he needs the support of the board to get that done. The problem is none of these owners are doing that. United is doing that. Chelsea isn't doing that. And I'm hoping Liverpool do. If Liverpool also terminate our friend's contract, that means confirm. We are living in the dark ages of football. These are the dark ages. No? I don't know, man. Liverpool CEO, Michael Edwards, the sporting director. Was a very interesting signing, But I think what Liverpool have done is they've signed not for this season, but for next season. The problem is they still need to finish the Champions League this season. Looking at the players, right? Okay, Liverpool, they couldn't go out there and get a top tier defender. I mean, that's what I think. But there were one or two defenders available. I don't know. Liverpool are in trouble. Liverpool are in a lot of trouble. No, I won't be surprised, lady. In about 50 years, nobody will be watching football on TV anymore. Everybody will be watching AI teams play against each other. Because I think football is a dying sport. Yeah, it's going to go away. Nobody's going to be interested in football anymore. Because ultimately, right, I mean, how long are fans going to live under the illusion, right, that these clubs, these owners care about the history of the clubs? How long? I don't know, man. Because I think that at the end of the day, right, with the money that's been thrown into the game of football, right, it's very sad, no? Because I think that eventually, right, people are just going to turn away in disgust. Because I certainly have turned away in disgust at the World Cup. I don't really care about the World Cup anymore. No? I don't watch the World Cup. I've lost interest in the World Cup. Ever since it became such a money-grabbing exercise, right? The World Cup went from festival, you go, everything is free, you enjoy yourself, and you can watch the World Cup in one country. It's a real festival. Like you go to Spain, World Cup, wow, you stay in Spain, you enjoy the culture of Spain, you go to one city, you take a train, you hop onto another. It felt like a journey that you were planning for. And it's like a Mecca. You felt it was like a Mecca that you went to. You saved your money for that one trip to spend time in Spain. Now, you gotta go to a World Cup and think about your airfare miles. If you go from one end you gotta go from New York to Toronto, and then you gotta fly from Toronto to Guadalajara. What the fuck? That's three countries, no? It's like, what happened? It all started with Japan and Korea, which also didn't make sense to me. It was like, what the hell? So in co-join, so we have one in Japan, one in Korea. Okay, the airfare, you still got to fly. Neither country is cheap. For fans, it's over. It's too expensive now. I don't think Slot is going to get the sack, but we're still too early. Hey, we just finished the season. We've been champions. We've been crowned champions. 3 games in, we're crowned champions. We are not going to do the review of the team tonight. We're going to save it for like a proper 2-hour session. We're going to do a whole review. Now we're just chilling, shooting the breeze and talking about who's going to get fired next. So Liam, okay. Chelsea signing Liam Rosinho. Okay, I want to ask you guys this, right? Okay. Where do you think these clubs are going to finish now? Chelsea and United. Do you think they can have any chance of finishing in the top 4 now? Be realistic. I don't think so. No, I don't think Chelsea and United are going to finish in the top 4 at all. Yeah. No. Turbulent times. At least we'll have FM for years. Yeah, I guess so. Football manager for the rest of life. But Football Manager will probably come out an update before the 22nd. Yeah, because I turned 60 on the 22nd. I'll be a ripe old 60-year-old. I'm heading into I'm in my 5th decade of my life. Ending my 5th decade of my life in a few days. In 16 days' time, the countdown has started. So I'm going to enjoy myself. You might not even see me stream, but 1 week I'm going to say, walao, I'm going to... Maybe I want to jump off I'm deciding what I want to do, before I turn 60. So I've got these choices, right? Okay, one is I climb a mountain and rappel down the mountain. That's choice 1. Choice 2 is jump off an oil rig into the ocean and put on a diving suit and go down. Okay, that's choice 2. Choice 3 is jump off an aeroplane and open a parachute. So it's one of those 3 I'm going to do. I'm planning to do one of those 3 things. Okay, don't tell my wife about it. So I'm trying to decide which of these 3 things am I going to do. I'm trying to see if there's anything more. I mean, I don't think any of them are crazy. I think they're all quite safe. Right, jumping off a mountain with a rope is easy. Okay, all right, that's just rappelling down a mountain. Anybody can do that. Okay, all you gotta do is you have the right cables. That's it. That'll be fine. That's easy. Actually, that's easy. Most I scuff my knee if I do it too quickly. We gotta push off and push. You gotta basically push off and come down, push off and come down. That's quite easy to do. Maybe that's out. Okay, forget it. That's too easy. Okay. I think that is jump off an oil rig. I've done that already. I did that like 10 years ago, jumping off an oil rig. And then into the ocean. Put on my suit. So it looks like if I've done that, that's only one thing left. I jump off an aeroplane and a parachute. Well, you're one of the godfathers of FM, bro. I just want to godfathers of FM. You're the grandfathers of FM, not godfather. Godfather is Mark Jacobson. He's the godfather. You see his dissatisfied, unhappy look, right? Yeah. I mean, have you noticed, right? There's been no talk about Football Manager in the last couple of months. I'm glad, in a way, they kept their heads down. I think they sense the unhappiness of people. Generally, the PC community not being very happy. I'm fine. I mean, for me, the game is playable. I don't spend too much time looking at things. I mean, like, just how we were playing the game, there was obviously some bugs, right? There were obviously bugs. I just laughed my way right past the bugs. Instead of dwelling on, oh my God, why is he making me do this? There was one. Every time after I choose a team lineup, he kept telling me, oh, you go, not enough. Why you haven't put your under 23 players in? I'm like, dude, I already did. And then the next time I clicked it was okay. I'm like, and then remember the other day we had one bug where we beat this team 3-0. The fixture list hadn't updated it. With 3 games in, it still shows we haven't played the game yet. It was hilarious or whatever. That was hilarious. I'm just going back to see whether they updated the fixture list or not. Yeah, they did now. The Cottbus game. That was stupid. Jump off FM26 and continue the BYT for FM24. Wow, bring your tactic. That means I have to play FM24. FM24 is okay tactically. Yeah, FM26 is a bit more funky. The only thing FM26 does not have that I wish they did was more detailed stats, let's say. But that is what we're gonna tackle next show. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, that's what we're gonna do. Because tomorrow the stream is gonna start a bit. Wait, let me think. How am I gonna do tomorrow's stream? Man, tomorrow is the day I have to drop my kids off at the grandma's house because I gotta go to their school. Thursday morning. I gotta go to the school really early. Daddy has got to go and get their books. I can't bring them. The school doesn't allow me to bring the 2 boys. But anyway, what's the point of bringing the 2 boys at 6? Wake them up. It's holidays. Get up 6 o'clock in the morning. My dad did that to me. I bite his head off. Yeah, so I'm thinking what time we'll do. I can't stream late tomorrow. We gotta get up super early. So I have to stream very early so I can stop the stream. Tomorrow is a bit dicey. Tomorrow is a bit dicey. We have to see first whether I can stream tomorrow or not. That's a problem for tomorrow. I'm still at FM24 when we'll. The question about FM27 is quite interesting. What will the game look like? I probably will not have any idea what the games look like next year. So I'll be as surprised as you guys. And I'm not ordering the game next year early also. I don't think anyone should. They did so much damage to the brand this year. They did a lot of damage to the brand. I know the game is playable. I think there's something like 50. Still, I think today there are 50,000 people playing the game, right? There's still lots of people playing the game, no? Surprisingly, I mean, for all that people have said about the game, and it's not play. Or a lot of people don't like the game, whatever, Like, okay, example, right? Today's 24-hour peak, right? Yesterday was 56. Today's peak is 55. It's about there. And there's about 40,000 players playing the game, right? 37,000 players playing the game right now. So it's not that bad, huh? Yeah. And it's like each day between but the thing is right now, the Asian market isn't very active. That's what I noticed. Yeah, because most of the players coming in, when they play the game, right, they play from 1 o'clock UTC, which is 9 o'clock GMT, which is at night for me, okay, late night. They start playing at about, the numbers of people that start playing Football Manager, they start climbing now. This is when the numbers start climbing. From this o'clock, whatever o'clock is it in your country, this o'clock, okay, to about 4 hours. 4 hours from now. That means, 4 hours. That's about it, though. That's where the peak happens. So I think it's okay. I think in terms of revenue, how many the SI lose? I don't think they lost anything, no, Derek. I think they made a lot of money on FM26. Yeah. See, revenue is different because how many people buy the game, right? They buy the game, right? They go in there, they buy the PC game. I'm talking console and the others, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. SI doesn't share that information. You'll have to wait until the end of the year, first quarter of next year, when the financial results for this year are announced. They won't be announced now. You won't see the numbers from Sega until end of first quarter next year. Rather, end of first quarter this year. That's when we'll see it. No? I don't think they lost much. I don't think they lost anything. I think the fact that they got such low reviews, that stung. That's got to stick. That stung. And I'm pretty sure that deep down inside they play the game too and they're not happy with the quality of the game. Look, the thing is that they can't go out there and tell people, hey, the game sucks. we didn't put it out. I don't think they can do that word. Yeah. But in terms of numbers, it's still healthy, but the last week, every day the numbers look like the same. And the only time, right, which is the first time it'll make a long time where the numbers are lower, is during the New Year's period. There we didn't see a sustained play time because most of the people, there was not a lot of people playing the game from at all. And from like towards countdown, right? From 9 to 1 a.m. Nobody was playing the game. Everyone was out having New Year's Eve, right? Enjoying themselves. So that was it. But the moment the New Year's Eve party all ended on the 2nd of January, from the 1st of January onwards, then you started seeing sustained numbers of people, sustained groups of people playing. And it's the same pattern as every year, which is about 50,000 people playing the game. So I think that they are sustaining the peak number of players, and actually the peak number of players is slowly actually going up. More and more people are playing the game. They're not like stopping the game. They're not like giving up and walked away from the game. They are still playing the game. Yeah. So I think that people are making do with the game. I have 4 friends who are playing FM26 for free after refund claims. I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I think people will refund the game. But it's not unplayable. I know some people have tried to refund the game and can't get it refunded now. Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, for me, it's all right. For me, it's okay. I mean, like, yes, it is. There are certain facets of the game that don't suit me. But c'est la vie. Such is life, Nothing is ever perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to go and put my kids to sleep. I shall see you soon. I shall try and be back tomorrow, but tomorrow is a bit of a 50-50 at the moment. I just realized I've got to send the kids to the grandparents' place, and then I got to get up early. Then I got to go to their school. Then I got to handle all kinds of things. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Okay, so we won the title. Yeah, baby. Now we got to build a team. That definitely going to be a longer stream. So we got to sit down, spend a lot of time going through all the numbers, because we want to keep things. I want to really dedicate like a whole 1-2 hours on the stream just focusing on that, because it's going to be the first time I am doing this on FM26. First time. Okay, so I'll see you guys as soon as I can. You guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. Good night.